All right, we're here with Andrew Jones. It's your 10th season here. It's kind of crazy that I'm sure it's gone by pretty quickly for you. What are you looking forward to for your 10th season? What are your expectations for this team? Obviously, being at Lompoc High, expectations are always going to be very high for you guys. Is that what you're looking at this year? Being in Division 5, you know, defending Channel League champs. What's the expectations for Lompoc?
I think the expectations don't change. I mean, we definitely want to be competing for a league championship and try to make a run in this division.
Talk about offensively. You guys bring a lot back, obviously, with your quarterback back as well. I think your quarterback play has been, you know, one of the highlights. Everyone thinks about the running game at Lompoc High, but you know, you yourself as a former quarterback, Cameron Barron, played great last year. Just how important is that quarterback play for you guys that you've relied on the last few years?
Yeah, I mean, Cameron had a heck of a year last year. A dynamic player, offensive player of the year last year in our league. We're glad to have him back. I think this offseason he spent a lot of time with Coach TJ working on the passing game. And I think if, you know, he looks and seems more comfortable, seems more accurate, if he can get that going, we obviously have a lot of skill guys for him, a lot of weapons for him to throw to. So if we can combine that, not be as one-dimensional as we were last year, I think we can be pretty dangerous.
Talk about some of those skill position players that you have. Obviously, Ryan Morgan, verbally committed to Wyoming. Talk about him and any other players to watch for this season at those skill positions.
Ryan's had a heck of a summer. Obviously, a busy summer. Super proud of him. Been working hard. He's obviously probably the main weapon there, but we got Kai coming up. You know, he's a sophomore last year, Kai Daniels. First time ever playing, and he's definitely made huge strides in the off season. You know, kind of an electric kid. And then you've got a slew of receivers that have been working pretty hard. Joe Schumer, obviously Leandre kind of rotates back and forth from running back to receiver. Christian Scenario came up late last year and had some great catches for us. Bradley Waits moved from quarterback to receiver, and I'm sure I'm missing a couple because we definitely have more athletes, athletic guys returning than we do up front on the line.
Talk a little bit about the defense this year. You know, you had some key guys on the defensive line last year that you lose. A linebacker, Jed Rance, I think is going to be a contributor there. Defensive secondary. What's the defense overall looking like? What do you expect out of them this year?
Well, I mean, we return just about everybody except the 3 down guys, and you know, those 3 down guys are pretty good, all league type guys. But I think we can find 3 guys to be on the D line, slide around and make plays, and then returning wise, just about everyone returns. You know, with the back guys, the 3 linebackers come back. You know, Ranny, Gayton, and Leandre, and then you factor Jed in there. I think our linebacking core is going to be pretty solid. And then Oscar kind of holds down the back secondary with Schumer. Gardner's a returner, and we have a transfer kid coming in with DeVille Dickerson. His nickname's Joe. I just call him Joker because that's what everyone calls him. But he's looking real good right now too. So I think defensively we're going to be fast, athletic, running to the football, and if we can find those 3 down guys, I think we can be pretty good defensively.
All right, I got to ask you about Jacob Nunez, your big tackle, committed to Arizona State. What's it like having that kind of guy, you know, a physical guy, kind of setting the tempo for physicality on the offensive line? What does he bring to the team?
Well, I mean, I think you said it best. Physical. He, you know, he's been probably the best offensive lineman I've had in my 10 years, and I think he probably chose ASU because my wife went to ASU.
Okay.
I don't know if that has something to do with it, but no, I mean, we're excited for him. He's just a great player, good kid to coach, and you know, if we can find 4 more guys like him up front this year, I think we have a chance to make a deep run. So we got to find some more linemen.
Last thing, looking at the schedule, start with Simi Valley. Channel League, I think, is getting stronger. You know, I think you guys are the favorites again after going 5-0 last year, being in Division 5. Just looking at the season as a whole, the competition you're going to face this year, how do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, obviously, Simi Valley made huge strides last year, and they competed with us, last year. And we know with Coach Bankert, they're going to have guys that have maybe transferred in that weren't able to play in our game the first week. We know he's going to be ready, have his guys ready to roll. And you look at the rest of our schedule. I mean, Rigetti went to the finals. You know, St. Joe, I think, won the league. AG, beat us last year. Bishop Diego is always top in the county. So we have a tough preseason that hopefully gets us ready for the Channel League.
All right, I do want to ask you one more thing, though. Going into year 10, just how would you sum up the last 10 years, leading Lompoc football, 2 championship titles, over 100 wins easily. Just are you grateful for that? How would you kind of sum up the experience you've had the last 10 years leading, your hometown football program?
I think it's been rewarding. It's been a grind. At times it can be extremely stressful, but I think it's been fun. I mean, I'm super grateful, and I'm just ready for year 10, ready to get this thing rolling.
All right, well, thank you for your time, Andrew. August 23rd against Simi Valley at Houck Stadium is going to be a lot of fun. Thank you for your time.
No problem.